My name is Amber Reed, R-E-I-D, birthday 12/27/90. I'm turning 32, but like I'm almost positive my like mental age, like my brain is stuck at 17. I'm actually starving, so okay, yes, I troll. Whatever, Trollin has entered the chat. I'm totally fine with a clickbait title because you guys know I love me a clickbait title. You're not paying attention to your health, you don't care about your health, you don't care about your body, you want to die, you could have ate healthy, you chose not to, do you really need to go on vacation, you need to buy health insurance instead. I just don't want to hear it.
No one cares!
Hey guys, Grüße aus Deutschland, greetings from Germany. Every once in a while I pepper in a video where I did a little bit of research when I feel that Amber's been lying way too much concerning something. And so we all remember when she was lying about really dangerous things like Becky being in the condition to drive her around and get her food, even though she was zombified, and caused an accident and almost caused several accidents because of her not being in the condition to drive anymore. But Amber wanted to stuff food down her gullet, and so she wanted to be driven around by her girlfriend, and so she lied about Becky's condition. What she is currently doing, totally aside from the fact that she does not do anything to stop her shopping addiction, her gambling addiction, her drinking addiction, her food addiction, and her desperate need to be dishonest nonstop. She's trying to sell to us that it's okay to drink around her mother by lying about not drinking around her mother, which of course is bullshit because in the Thanksgiving vlog they were at a casino, because that's what the Reeds apparently do. Other families celebrate at home with a turkey, you know, with some good food, with some good conversation, and maybe a little bit of alcohol. But that family goes to the casino, and then Amber ended up bragging about getting hit on by drunk guys. I mean, that is the bottom of the barrel, guys. There's nothing lower than that. All right, but what I wanted to put together in this video is the fact that, of course, in April 22, she posted this nasty drunken live stream where you could see her real face, you know, and she's an ugly drunk too. And so somebody that can down a bottle of whiskey cannot call themselves not an alcoholic person. She has the genes, she has the addiction behavior in her family. She's admitted to it several times, and so she downs a bottle of whiskey, automatically makes her an alcoholic, and she's been drinking like there's no tomorrow and flaunting it in her vlogs. And so now people are concerned that she drinks around her mom, and that she has her mom get her the bus balls, you know, get her the alcohol, you know, maybe take her to the places where she buys them. I doubt she ever gets out of the car unless she really has to. I don't really care. But what I care about is that 600-pounder lying her ass off every chance she gets and thinks we do not know what she's doing. And so in the Cake rant earlier this year, she was saying this.
Disclaimer, I want to make it very well known that this next clip is because sometimes enough is enough. And I think I let this moment get to me more.
Also, she didn't think about what she was doing.
More than I normally would have in the past. And I could easily not show this to you guys.
Yeah, but you keep choosing to leave these clips that show what a horrid human being you are in your vlogs. And you also leave the vlogs up because you're too greedy for the money.
But I want to show it to you because I feel like there needs to be some awareness around this.
the awareness that Amber does not think about what she says on her channel, and that she is mentally very limited to where she couldn't grasp the situation at the time.
And I want to be able to show you examples of what I'm talking about when I say that I feel like I am fat shamed.
She's not fat shamed, she's personality shamed, and that is justified.
Where I feel like there's a hate mob around me due
to her personality
to my weight
and her ignorance towards her weight. She's not getting fat shamed. She keeps bringing that up, and I don't agree with that at all. But her lying, that is what I keep emphasizing on my channel here, that she lies. She doesn't identify with how large she is, and that is not fat shaming. That is her lack of identifying with what she stands for, what she weighs.
Where people are rude to me due to my weight. And
no, it's due to her personality.
And I want to show examples of that. There's funny trolling, like lighthearted trolling, and then there's just downright like abuse. Like this is
abuse, harassment, bullying. She's throwing these terms around without knowing their definition. She's just that dense.
It's like sending alcohol to an alcoholic.
Oh, did you hear that? Sending alcohol to an alcoholic. So she doesn't like when people that have a certain addiction get tempted by being around the substance that they are addicted to. That is interesting, and that's also why I'm putting this clip in here, because when she reeks of alcohol the day after she got plowed again, and she's sitting down in her mom's car, spilling over to the driver's seat because she is that big now, and doesn't she think that that is tempting to her mom, that that is putting an unnecessary temptation on her mom? Why does she not think that? Because she's a full-blown addict. She's an alcoholic, a food addict, and the shopaholic. Who cares about that? She can spend all that money and not have any money saved up from all the years she did make decent money. She has no house, no car, nothing. But yeah, that's the part that I do not like and not condone, and that is that she doesn't like when she gets tempted with food, but she's tempting her mom by buying alcohol when her mom is around, buying Delta 8, mind-altering substances that she should not be consuming, because addiction to substances runs in her family. Admittedly, she's admitted that several times on her channel.
Sending heroin to a heroin addict. People say all the time, you're not bullied. Why can't you just take constructive criticism? Why can't you just deal with it? Take the heat or get out of the kitchen. Am I right? That is what I hear all the time. But there comes a time where it's like, you guys, I'm not the fucking problem.
And she is the problem. And I think I want to cut it off here because she's just going on a rant. I'm not giving her that opportunity on my channel again. But if you want to go back, you can watch me react to this one. So she doesn't like for addicts to be tempted with the substances they're used to, right? And so concerning alcohol, which is the drug of choice for her mom, that apparently she beat her addiction, or she's a dry alcoholic. Amber said about herself and about drinking the following. So the cake rant was in April of this year, and this is what she posted in November.
Actually, I'm taking a break on the whole drinking thing because
that was bullshit. She never did, or if she did, maybe for a couple of days.
Because I felt like I was turning to it. I did go through a phase a couple years ago where I was turning to alcohol. And the last time I drank was on live stream. I was drinking whiskey. It's because I was turning to alcohol because I just felt like I needed something so I didn't have to feel what I was currently feeling. And
So she keeps taking turns between edibles and alcohol, and the entire time food. She never stops abusing food to numb her feelings, and so I don't know why she's even being allowed around somebody like her mother that is struggling with her addiction and that has apparently beat it to a degree where she right now doesn't feel the need to drink. And so she's got her 600-pound daughter around her, reeking of alcohol, just buying the THC products and sitting in the car with her. Unbelievable, irresponsible, inconsiderate, just cold-blooded.
that's when I told myself, okay, I need to stop drinking because I'm not going to use alcohol as a crutch. I'm not that person. Or
But you did it again, and you said the same about, or similar things about the edibles, about the Delta 8 gummies. And then you took more than ever before, kept smacking those lips every few seconds, and you didn't even bother to cut it out, because the next day you were probably high again. And so, unbelievable how that girl flaunts all of her addictions on the internet and expects to get paid for it.
at least I thought I wasn't that person. But when I told myself I was going to stop drinking, I was able to do that. I didn't drink for about a year and a half.
And now you're overdoing it again.
And now I'm finding myself going back to that. Like at first I was like, you know what? Single era, I live by myself, have a couple drinks.
Yeah, nothing wrong with that. When you weigh 600 pounds, your blood pressure is elevated and you have sleep apnea, which is the worst you can do is drink alcohol. And I don't know what point she has to reach to realize she needs to change things. That's why I keep saying I'm pretty convinced that she has given up on life altogether.
There's nothing wrong with that. But then I realized, okay, I like the way this makes me feel. I like that it's taking away certain emotions, heightening other emotions,
And she doesn't care what it does to her body. She hates her body.
and it's making me feel good. Then I started doing it more frequently, and I kind of want to just take like a little break until I heal a little bit more.
This video, I'm not gonna waste you guys' time on commenting on how much weight she's gained since earlier this year. I mean, it's pretty apparent. And she doesn't care, and she keeps talking about all kinds of stuff to take, to deflect from the fact that she's continually gaining weight. And so this is what she said earlier this week in her last vlog about tempting her mom with alcohol.
My last vlog, you guys saw me go to a smoke shop where I got Delta 8, and you guys were like, oh my god, your mom's sober, like what are you doing? My mom has never been a smoker type of girly.
So homegirl here is almost 33 years old, plus let's say 17, puts her mom in the 50 years old range, and she calls her a girly, just like she calls herself a girly. And besides that, it makes absolutely no difference if she was ever into smoking. Addiction is like there's an addiction center in the brain. And so the whole family has addiction problems. The one sitting in front of us has the shopping addiction, the gambling addiction, alcoholism, food addiction, all kinds of mental disorders that make it impossible for her to tell the truth or treat others decently. And so she's trying to justify that she keeps tempting her mom. That is rich.
So it doesn't trigger her or anything.
She doesn't care. She, again, like she said about Becky, Becky's fine to drive. Later on, we found out she was not fine to drive. She was not okay to drive. She wasn't even okay to sit on a couch and deal with life in the condition she was in. They should have reduced the medication, the dosage she was getting. And Amber was lying her ass off to justify Becky still driving.
And we actually live in a state where medical is legalized.
Who cares? There are other things that are legalized too, and you shouldn't do them, because if you respected yourself, you wouldn't do them,
So she's around it a lot, just like naturally. And it's not a trigger for her. I would never do anything that would trigger her or put her in harm's way, because like her sobriety is super important to me.
No, it's not. It is not. for somebody that hasn't beaten any of her addictions and that keeps flaunting them on the internet for money. This is how she makes money, flaunting her addictions and not working on them at all. And she tries to tell us that it's important for her that her mom remains sober. Okay. Sure, Jan.
It's important within herself as well. Like, that is like her main priority in life, and I would never do anything to like sabotage that.
Yes, you would, because you're a full-blown addict of all kinds of things and substances, and you do not care about anybody else.
Or put her in like a weird position, and then so it made you guys ask, like, is your mom the one buying you buzz balls? No, I do all that myself. I've never drank in front of my mom.
Yes, she did. And I put it here on the screen that she's lying again because she did drink in the casino. And also she reeks of alcohol. I mean, she reeks of body odor because she can't take care of herself anymore. And so imagine somebody drinks like I don't know, 5, 6 buzz balls, or what did she claim that one time she had drunk 7 White Claws, and so the next day that smell comes to your pores. You know, you don't just pee out the alcohol, it comes to your pores. And she's sitting next to her mom, covered in cheap perfume and reeking of alcohol from the night before. And then she's sitting here trying to tell us that she doesn't drink in front of her mom, which she clearly did because she told us about it in the casino on Thanksgiving. And yeah, she is tempting her mom.
Ever would. I'm not that type of girly pop. So I just had to like clarify those things because, I don't know, they're making me feel kind of weird and icky.
Of course that would make her icky because she doesn't identify with how much she weighs, what kind of personality she has, how she harms people around her, what negative impact she has on her audience, especially impressionable members of the audience. She doesn't care. She keeps getting bigger. She keeps flaunting her alcohol addiction, her food addiction. She tries to eat on camera in every vlog, and she's just totally gone off the rails. But what this video is about is her still trying to justify it. That is a joke. All right, you guys, that's all I wanted to share with you guys. Let me know what you think, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye.